The suspension of Twitter by the federal government of Nigeria has proven to the civilized world that they are weak, that the federal government of Nigeria is rather very controlling and wants to suppress people at all cost. It's a clear indication and a proof that these are who Nigerian government, who they truly are. A vicious government, they are weak, very, is it vindictive, scared and worried that people will take over from them. You can see the fear. You can actually cut the fear with a knife. That's how bad it is. That's how much of the fear and the inside of them. That's how bad they perceive that the next person is going to take things from them. So they are doing everything possible to protect and to ensure that, you see what I mean? Exactly. That's what is happening. That's what is happening. And Femi Fanikale is saying, well, it's rather unfortunate because we can see these things happening and the whole world now can understand when Nigerians says that there is oppression on this side of the island. Nigerians can truly now understand, what is really going on. It's a very clear, position and clear directives that we are in a very dictatorship government and things are not just the way they seem. What we have is a clear indication that, what people have been saying, they complain of Nigerians have not just been words, but it's a real reality. The whole world, the whole nations of the world are watching. Everybody's aware what Nigeria, just goes to shows that those who are around Buhari are really very naive. They don't understand the implications of some of the things that they do and that the whole world is watching and how bad they've made the people and everybody seem is very sad. You see, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Thank you. The suspension of Twitter by Nigeria's federal government has proven to the world, to the civilized world, that Nigerian government is very weak. You will agree with me that since yesterday, after the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, announced the ban on Twitter from operating in Nigeria, Nigerians received the news with mixed feelings as many reacted to it in different ways. The former Aviation Minister and PDP chieftain, Chief Femi Fani-Kayode, blasted the government via his official Twitter handle some minutes ago as thus: the suspension of Twitter by the federal government has proven to the civilized world that they are weak, unstable, insensitive, vindictive, and delusional. It is a very great abuse of power and a paradox, indeed, absurd attempt to deny the Nigerian people of their freedom to speech, right to information. The suspension by Twitter by the federal government has proven to the civilized world that Nigerian government is actually weak, very unstable, paranoid, insensitive, vindictive, and delusional. It is a grave abuse of the use of power and an insensitive nature attempt to deny Nigerian people their freedom to write information and free speech. It's obvious that majority of Nigerians are not happy with the recent unfortunate development, and a lot of Nigerians have been reacting. Just imagine, what kind of country is this? People have been reacting, and the reactions you would have heard yourself. Is from one end to the other, and Nigerians are like, seriously, how did we get here? Was this part of what we bargained for in 2015 when the elaborate promises were being made? I will ensure, I will make sure, I will do A, B, C, D, Z. Was this part of what we bargained? Are these some of the things we talked about? Oh no, it's rather very sad and unfortunate. And that is what it is, sad and unfortunate. We have a leader who, thinks he's bigger than, larger than life, and so every other person and everything must be under him. It's rather very sad. It is a clear reality of the misuse of power, oppression by the Nigerian government on her people. And people cannot sit back, fold their arms, and pretend that all is well. Trust me, all is not well. Nigerians are looking and watching with disdain on this very government and their attitude. Like, seriously, did you just do that? You see, it's rather very sad. A government that this is the first government in the whole of the history that the wife of the president will travel out of the country and decide not to stay with her husband anymore. Even still, why the president? We've never had a first lady like that before. Never. Never. With all the privileges and all the whatever, first lady and all that, people, that is to tell you that there is something beneath the eyes. There is something so much more than you can ever imagine. You see, and that's why everybody needs to understand that we are in a serious battle. It is the battle. It is a serious battle ongoing. There is a serious battle ongoing, and everybody needs to stand up and defend the cause of the nation. We cannot, I repeat, we cannot fold our arms and pretend that all is well. We can't do that. No way, we can't do that. We can't do that. Nigerians, listen, you and I cannot do that. We can't sit down, pretend that all is happening, is well, all is fine, all is going well. That'll be a lie. We'll be doing ourselves what we call a disservice. Okay? Because what you're talking about now, listen, guys, Buhari's children are not in the country. If you've been following us closely, you will hear that yesterday this federal government, led by Aregbesola, Minister of Interior, has set up a committee to prevent Nigerian youth from traveling out of this country. I'm sorry to say there are going to be a lot of visa denial after this committee meets and the recommendation they come up with. They said, but you know the funniest thing, you want to prevent the youth of this country from traveling, but you have not provided an alternative. First of all, employment. If a man has a gainful employment, he's doing well. Why will he be looking? That would be now. Why will his eyes be somewhere else? If a man is happy where he is, things are all right, he's doing well. Do you think that person will wake up one morning and say, I want to travel, I want to travel? Maybe greener pastures and all that. But most people would take it like that and would rather, okay, that's fine. And will stay with what is on ground. Most people will not even think of traveling. But where you have a people who does not understand what the people are going through, does not have an iota of, responsibility, so to say, with the people, love and genuine concern and sincerity to assist those who they are serving. It's a bitter truth of what is happening. Very bitter situation. God will help us. Leave us a comment. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Don't forget you have a voice. Yes, you do. Let your voice be heard. Let no one put you down. Bye for now.